the boot camp, help guys make a bunch of money, and then they close it out.
And also, AI is here to stay.
Yes.
It's not going
Absolutely.
backwards, here to stay. So companies are saying, you know what? I'll take money in Bitcoin now, for example, for donations, for buying products. So using Bitcoin in the future is going to be there 100%.
Yeah, you're gonna in the next 5 years, you're gonna start seeing the great white collaring.
White collar?
The white collaring
Sean Connery?
is Sean Connery, right?
How many millionaires have you guys turned at this point? It's got to be over 100.
Yeah,
more.
several.
Yeah.
I mean, like we have a group where it shall not be named, right?
Yeah,
It's one of
shall
those
not be
ones
named,
where
yeah.
we're like, hey, we keep this, we keep it, the lid on
Said
it,
too much,
right?
Charlie.
But like everybody in there is an accredited investor.
Can we safely say over 100 millionaires?
Well, like
you guys have turned
yeah, probably.
easily.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like
Yeah.
accredited like within that group, all I can say is like during the bear market, we have a bunch of accredited investors in that group.
What you got to have $250,000 in net worth at least, right?
Or
Bare minimum?
basically $250,000 in salary or $1 million in
Net worth.
assets
Okay.
Outside of your
All
primary
to be an
residence.
accredited investor.
Gotcha. Okay. So
Right.
there you go. Bam.
And that group, they not only get it in crypto, but we also do traditional stuff with them too.
Okay.
Like I can't say too much, but
No,
like,
no, that's
yeah.
fine. But I think the main point here I'm trying to let these guys know is that like this isn't a course where you go through fucking modules
And then
that's it. Like these guys are going to be on the Zoom calls live with you. They go for 2 to 3 hours twice a day. They basically suspend all their YouTube streaming
Correct.
for 2 weeks to do this. So for 2 weeks they're locked in, dialed in, and guys, that 14 days might be the difference between you living the rest of your life check to check like most Americans, or finally being in a position where you can actually have expendable income to buy things that will make you money in the future. Let's say you're not a crypto guy, you don't like crypto, you're a real estate guy, you're a gold guy, you're a precious metals. Well, if you make the right move, buy a coin at a certain point, hold it for a bit, or hold it and you get some extra cash, you go and invest that money.
Yeah.
Also, there's no bigger return on your money now than crypto.
Yep.
Like you can buy real estate now. You got
best
to
performing, by
hedge
far.
against like the interest rate, making money. This right now you can buy.
I'm biased towards real estate, and I even tell people you're not going to get the same level of returns as you will in crypto.
You
It's
won't.
impossible.
Yeah. When you-
Sorry, you're going to say?
Well, I was just gonna say, like, yeah, you're gonna see like a huge shift in AI and crypto over the next 5 years. So, like, I always say this: it's like you're doomed if you do, if you're doomed if you don't, right? So, like, here's the thing, right?
When we started,
Yeah,
Charlie, me and you, what, 2019-ish?
2019. So the first consultation we had officially was around
December 2018?
December around Christmas 2018. Bitcoin was about $6,800 to $7,200.
Yep. Now it's over 100,000.
And you didn't want to learn anything about on-chain data. You were just like, that's too complicated.
Yeah.
Just tell me what to do.
Just tell me what to do. And I got off the call and I bought like half a Bitcoin or whatever, right?
Yep.
And then at that point,
So
it was
tell me
like
what to buy,
$3,000
dog.
bucks.
But he was focused on the podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And,
absolutely.
Well, at the time I was working for the government still.
Oh shit.
When I did, I met Charlie a long time ago, man. So from when I first got in to see it literally go up to over $100,000 now. When I got in, it was like $6K.
We thought it was expensive at $7,000.
Yeah.
So, so like guys, as we brought you guys on, every single time we bring you guys on, whether the market's dipping or whatever, it always rebounds. And then how many of you guys message me? Oh, bro, I didn't get in. I fucked up. Blah blah. You guys want to keep kicking yourself, saying, "Damn, I should have got in."
Yep.
Like, bro, I think we're getting to a point now, slowly, where if you don't make a move now,
You're cooked.
you're not going to be. The bear is going to be too high.
So
to
where-
get in.
where-
Bro, I met one of your guys that was in the group, right? He works as a busboy at a club that we went to prior. I don't want to say anything.
yeah.
And his portfolio, bro, went from 0 to 70K.
Yep.
He bought a property, traveling, and retired, and starting to retire his mom eventually.
Yeah.
But it went up, of course, from there. That was like what 4 years ago. It's way higher now. So
Yeah.
you get to change people's lives all the time, bro.
And like we love we love it when we get like 19-year-old or 20-year-old dudes who are like, dog, you don't understand
He's
where
21,
you're
bro.
Yeah.
you don't understand where you're gonna be in 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
Like obviously, right? Everyone wants to be balling today, of course, right? I'm not saying you can't get lucky on a meme coin or some shit like that, but 5 years goes like that, just like that. Time is really relative, right? Last time we were here last time we talked about the crypto mindset course, we got everyone in. We told people while in the course the prices are heading down, and we were able to call the bottom, buy, and then we even got back on YouTube and said we bought 74,000. Everyone's crying. It's over. It's over. It's over. It's over. Look at it. It pumped to $111,000. Ethereum. I texted you too about it. Ethereum's $1,400. I texted Waller. I fucking texted everybody.
Yeah, he did.
Dog, buy. If you had bought even Ethereum, which everyone hates Ethereum right now, $1,400. You're up $1,000 on every Ethereum you bought.
Yep. Yep. I bought a majority of my Ethereum at around 1,800, and it's up now. So like, yeah, dude. I mean,
Solana hit $99. It pumped to $170. So you're up literally $70 for every $100 you spent. And this is like the mainstream assets.
And the administration currently, the Trump administration, has just started getting the SEC, has just started getting all these
they
organizations.
fired Gary Gensler, right?
They
Yes.
fucking fired
Yeah,
that
they got rid of his
motherfucker.
ass.
Got his ass the fuck
Yeah.
out. They got
He should be behind bars right now.
Yeah, fuck Gary Gensler. He's at MIT. Fucking,
Got
exactly.
him out of there, bro.
But they got Paul Atkins in here. Paul Atkins is a fucking G. And Paul Atkins just said DeFi is American because you don't have any intermediaries. So why the fuck is the SEC involved?
It's freedom.
You have absolute freedom. You have control of your assets. Why do we need a regulatory agency in front of this?
Thank you.
They said no, we don't. Right? And so like this should have been obvious from fucking 2018, but the only reason why it wasn't is because the entire Biden administration had this thing called Checkpoint 2.0,
Yeah.
which was Elizabeth Warren, Biden, Kamala Harris, and a couple other groups of people who basically said,
Cronies.
Gary Gensler, fuck crypto, we're going to take this shit down. You know what they did? Nothing. They absolutely accomplished zero. And at the end of the day, they actually hurt American interests. And so Trump right now, everybody's saying, oh, Trump's pro crypto because he's making money on it. Well, yeah, his family is. Technically, he's not because he's put it in a way where his kids are in charge of all the crypto stuff and he technically isn't touching any of it. Obviously, he's making money on it, right?
Yeah, and
but
I mean,
that's the what's the problem with somebody making money on something that benefits everybody else too?
yeah, I mean,
The
other
problem
thing,
is
Go ahead.
everybody thinks he's more rich than them and they're fucking jealous and they think, oh, he shouldn't make any more money. He should just give all that money absolutely for free to everybody else. And like, because he does these things, you know, he shouldn't take advantage of
Bro
it at all.
doesn't take a salary with the people don't
It's
know. Trump
ridiculous.
doesn't take a salary with being president. He doesn't take the salary. He donates
makes no
it.
sense.
So he's one of the few presidents that doesn't take the salary, and like he's the only president that's come in and actually lost money on his net worth from being president.
And how much money did Joe Biden make from Ukraine?
A lot. Every president's come out richer.
Yep.
They go in like worth 100, 200,000. They come out multimillionaires. So
And totally white hair.
Those Raytheon checks are nice.
so
Bro, he
you know,
could have gave blacks reparation for the money he took from Ukraine, bro. Joe Biden.
the other thing as well is that,
the fuck,
people need to understand is that like bringing JD Vance in as vice president basically ushered in good or bad a tech centrist
The PayPal mafia.
yeah the PayPal mafia and a tech
Volunteer.
centrist type administration. So
Peter Thiel just bought an exchange.
Yeah.
Yep. There you go. So,
Yep.
as much as you guys know I make fun of Peter Thiel for being a retard and Elon Musk and all these other tech bros,
They still make money.
you need to understand that they're the ones that are kind of in charge right now, and that is good for you if you're a crypto investor, that these tech bros are involved. Because these guys were all like lifelong Democrats, but obviously since a lot of them are Zionists and, want Israeli support, they got behind Trump, and JD Vance brought in all these tech bros. So that is good for you as a crypto investor.
Right.
Middle Eastern foreign relations, different story. But as far as like if you're a crypto guy, this is good for you.
Do you want to make money or get in your feelings?
Yeah. For sure.
So we got to do a debate coming up very soon. Let's do some chats and then head into the debate.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Cool.
What time is it?
Last thing I'll say before you just jump into that.
Yeah.
So if you
Get the
think
course in now, guys.
if you think in
Get
the
in.
next 5 years or the next 10 years, if you don't integrate AI into whatever it is that you're doing, what's the likelihood that you'll succeed versus fail? The likelihood if you integrate AI into what you're doing right now that you'll succeed is probably like 90%.
Very high.
If you don't integrate it, the likelihood of failure is probably also extremely high, like 90% plus. Same thing with blockchain and crypto. Who today decided we're going to get involved with Bitcoin and crypto and blockchain? Walmart and Amazon are coming out with stablecoins. So is Visa and MasterCard. All these large corporations now have the green light because of the Genius Stablecoin Act that's probably going to go through, that they're able to print US dollars basically for the United States globally. And they're fucking going after it because Amazon and Walmart now can become JP Morgan.
Yo, just
They're
out to your
banks.
point, Justin's son partnered up with Rumble.
Yep.
Yep.
Shout out to Rumble, by the way.
Shout
Best
out.
company ever.
Justin's son is a smart
Bro,
motherfucker.
look him
man.
up, guys.
Ooh, Justin's
Billionaire. billionaire.
Hey,
Just
that
in
party
some.
at the Omnia wasn't bad.
It was amazing, right?
Chinese
Oh,
ex-nationalists.
Chinese. Okay,
yeah,
Chinese.
Singaporean now.
Okay.
The Rumble wallet is going to include crypto,
Yep.
100%. It's the future, guys.
Absolutely.
And look, he's smart. He took his money, right? He took $75 million, bought his way into the Liberty Fi Trust. Trump bought 25 million, or whoever, bought $25 million of Tron Network, and now he's an outside entity. But now because he kind of bought his way in because he's smart with his money, now he's kind of got a seat at the table. I'm not going to get attacked. He basically here's 50 million, let me in the club. All right, boom, he's in the club. He's done a bunch of smart shit too. He sometimes buys, you guys have heard that whole thing is like, do you want $200,000 or a dinner with Jay-Z? But he's like, I'll take the dinner with Warren Buffett. He's done
Right.
a lot of those
Yep,
before, and he's made a lot of smart connections. He's a smart guy, and he's one of the last kind of cowboys from 2016, 17, and they've tried to get him, and he just. Mr. Untouchable. He bought himself a seat on a nation, so he had diplomatic immunity, so they couldn't extradite him. So smart,
Top
motherfucker.
level shit. But he
Top G.
has an unlimited budget, though.
Yes.
So, I mean, but
And
Tron is.
he's one of
future.
the most richest people in crypto. His Bitcoin bags would make people
Dude.
sweat. His Ethereum bags are monstrous.
People at the Bitcoin conference did not want him to speak,
Yeah.
but he
Rumble
came.
did.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And he supported Trump, so they're like, "You get a seat at the Bitcoin conference," and everybody was like, "What is this world coming to?" It's hilarious, but no.
But being there, you got to see the future players in crypto and where it's going.
Yep.
And when mainstream celebrities pop up, like Tristan Thompson, all these people pop up, it's getting serious.
Yep.
Exactly.
So-
The money's too big. I mean,
Yeah.
in 10 years, worst case, crypto's total market cap is at least going to 5x in 10 years. That's the worst. That's going from this 3 billion to 15 billion. I mean, 15 trillion.
Yeah.
And it's a massive increase. I mean, and the amount of money
We're
that
at
you
a
can make.
3.5 trillion industry now. We're going to be at a 200 trillion industry within the next 15 years.
It's definitely going to grow in this administration.
But it's going to divide the brokies and the ones that have money.
Haves and
Totally.
have-nots.
No in between. No middle class.
Yeah, in the next 5 years, AI is kind of a joke right now. It's like, oh, cool, we get to talk about the, Camp Huzz, and we get to talk about all the, the gorillas and shit, and all the AI videos. But in 5 years, they're going to start going after a ton of the lower end sort of white collar jobs. In 10 years, basically. You're probably gonna get fired, and you're gonna have to start your own company. And then the average company size is probably gonna be 4 people. All of us using AI, multi-million-dollar company. It's gonna be 4 people. Then eventually, as AI gets crazier, you're gonna have $100 million revenue company running with 2 people and a ton of AI.
Well, we
software.
had Dustin. He's in tech. He's been in tech for 10 years plus. Companies are now trying to find ways to lower expenses.
Correct.
And they want to learn about AI. So they're
Absolutely.
hiring consultants to say, listen, find where we can put AI in our company to save on money. That means jobs are going to be lost like that.
Yeah, and I'm not saying it's right, but that's where we're fucking going.
It's
so you
future,
have to go,
bro.
So you're gonna make this money. You're gonna get left behind.
Yeah.
and that's it. So even me, I teach fundamental analysis. I show people how to research crypto. I've just fully jumped. I've made more money on meme coins because I learned. Okay, let's look at demographics. Who's got all the money right now? Who's investing in crypto has money? The boomers don't get Instagram, so they don't get memes very well. Okay. Who has money? Millennials. They're all between the age of 29 to 40 right now. That means they're in prime working years. So I started looking into meme coins on Instagram, what shit's getting popular. I was able to hit a ton of plays for people because I was able to find out what was popular. I found fat. This is all my fat fellas. Fat coin and stuff. I found it at 64,000 market cap because I just found it early. I was looking for crypto memes and I was like, this shit is hilarious. It was one of the first big AI kind of coins that use AI properly. Put $1,000 into it, told a bunch of our guys. It ran up to $22 million. We started taking profits at $5 million. We got into Nobody Sausage. This is a really big meme coin. The account, it's essentially like an artist. He makes a bunch of popular memes on Instagram. He has 7.7 million subscribers on Instagram. He has 22 million followers on TikTok. He has 300,000 subscribers on YouTube. He just started Twitter. The Twitter's already 30,000 followers on Twitter, and the fucking coin was worth less than $2 million. I was like, are we restarted? We got to buy it. So I told all the guys, let's buy it at $4 million. It pumped to $60 million in 3 weeks. Damn. And we took profits. Now it's come down. We rebought back in, and this is just a sample. But we're still investing in the main stuff.
But Burrow, there's somebody in the chat that says we're currently going through World War III and we're talking about crypto.
Yes,
we're
that's
talking
right.
about degen shit.
How do you think they're gonna smuggle all the money out of the countries?
The funny thing is right now, as of today, this fucking bullshit. In the last let's say 5 years, how many wars that got started actually negatively affected the economy within a month? Zero. If you look at Russia invading the Ukraine,
Oh, yeah, that took time to.
Yeah.
it
hurt
was
us
about
economically.
three weeks of negative downside.
Yeah.
Within a month, everything, no markets didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Right? You had Iran throw some shit at the bomb dome a few months ago, right? Crypto was down for like a day. Right now, this is what I was telling you before the stream. Larry Fink and BlackRock have created the narrative that said Bitcoin is digital gold. And right now we're going into the digital age. And countries don't want gold anymore because it's cumbersome. So everybody's going to digital gold, which is Bitcoin, and it's scarce and all that. And so not only is Bitcoin a hedge against inflation long term, over 5 years you're going to make more money than you don't, and you're going to outpace inflation, and you're going to make more than most companies do year on year. But then in addition to that, right, if you're in crypto, like you're going to make so much more than anywhere else in any other market. So it's just one of these things. And because crypto, Bitcoin specifically, not just the whole crypto, but Bitcoin specifically is a hedge against global geopolitical volatility, is what Larry Fink has been basically putting into the market. And so BlackRock owns 10% of everything.
Everything.
They own 10% of crypto miners practically now. And also crypto companies like MicroStrategy and others. And now there's this company called Sharp. What was it? I forgot the Ethereum one. Sharp Point or something like that.
Yeah.
A gaming company that's trying to do the same strategy as MicroStrategy. But basically you have all these companies that are just like
GameStop just came in too.
GameStop just put over $1 billion into Bitcoin.
Damn.
And so it's like all these companies and all these organizations are seeing the same thing, which is like, yeah, we go into this and long term we're going to do better than everywhere else. But it's truly right now, I would say, the innovator phase for corporations, banks, large organizations. I would say last cycle was probably the innovation phase
retail cycle.
for everybody normally. But so like if you're a normal person right now, you're late. But if you're a corporation, you're early. But yeah, if you don't get into crypto right now, you don't understand it. It's the same as if you don't understand AI.
Right, and also too, BlackRock owns Mexico. I mean, the female Mexican Jewish president, right? The first person she met as she got sworn into as the Mexican president was Larry Fink from BlackRock. The first person. So she on the podium. Thank you, gracias, bien mucho, pa Mexico. And then, Mr. Larry Fink, it's nice to meet you. Look it up. You'll see it right there. You'll see sworn in. Next picture, she's right next to Larry Fink.
Okay, so you want to go? How tinfoil hat do we want to go? Okay,
Very.
last thing I'll say. I know we can't. We don't have time for that. I know, but the last thing I'll say is AVAX